Welcome to NetTalks Tamil. Today we are going to discuss about RIP routing lab, routing information protocol routing lab. If you want to understand the theory part, please go through my previous video. See, let us take this scenario for the lab. We have the two locations. One is Delhi, another one is Chennai. Delhi and Chennai is connecting via Mumbai. Mumbai is acting as a middleman here between Delhi and Chennai. If you want to reach Delhi, we will reach via Mumbai from Chennai. If you want to reach Chennai from Delhi, it is a Mumbai is a middle. So let us do the basic lab first before enabling routing. Here we are going to use the two VLANs, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 in Delhi. The VLAN 10, the gateway will be the 10.10.10.1. VLAN 20 gateway will be 20.20.20.2. We will be using the router on stick concept here for inter VLAN routing and then to communicate to from Delhi to Chennai. Here also we will be using the router on stick. VLAN 30 and 40 will be using here, and then the gateway will be 30.30.1 and VLAN 40 gateway will be 40.40.1. And then Chennai and Mumbai we will be using the 200.200.200.0/30. Then two usable IPs will come into the picture that will be used for WAN connectivity. And Delhi and Mumbai we will be using the 100.100.100.0/30. Here also we will get the two usable IPs we will be using for that WAN connectivity. Let us do the basic configuration. Let us go to the switch. I am going to assign the host name for the switch config T. Host name, the host name will call it as a Delhi LAN. Host name as configured for the Delhi switch. Now let us configure the access port for these four PCs. FA0/2. I am going to assign for the VLAN 10. Switch port access VLAN 10. Oh, sorry, we have not created a VLAN yet. We have to create a VLAN now. Okay, already VLAN has created. Let us create in our traditional way. VLAN 10 name HR or sales, whatever. The name is for our identification. We can give any name based on our scenario or team name, whatever. The VLAN 20 HR I have created. Now let us start continuing assigning an access port and assigning VLAN to the access port. Now FA0/3 is port of VLAN 20. Sorry, VLAN 10. Okay, another port 4 and 5 will be the port of VLAN 20. Now we have configured VLAN 4, interface 4 and 5, which is port of VLAN 20. Already we have configured port number 2 and 3, which is port of VLAN 10. Now let us configure the trunk port, which is connecting to the router. Switch port mode trunk. Yes, we have done it. Right, ma'am, to save the configuration in the devices. It's always best practice when you are completing some configuration to save it, if you feel that is correct. Enable mode. We are now going to do the router configuration. Host name, let us configure the host name. Delhi. Interface GA0/0/0, which is a LAN interface towards a Delhi LAN, which is connected to switch. I'm unsetting that port, physical port. Now let us configure a sub interfaces, which means logical interfaces. Now encapsulation.1Q10, which is for VLAN 10. it should get enabled. Now VLAN 10 got enabled for that particular subinterface. Now let us configure the VLAN 20 subinterface. Oh, I have given a wrong command, ing instead of int. Let us give the correct command intga 0/0/ dot 20. Here encapsulation dot 1q20. Let us assign a gateway address of VLAN 20 here in subinterface of VLAN 20. Yes, we have done it. Now let us configure the WAN interface from Delhi to Mumbai interface GA 0/0/1 IP address 100.100.100.2/30 255.255.252. Oh, here I have mentioned as a /24. Okay, let me correct it in the diagram as well. We'll use as a /30 only, which is a two usable IPs. If you're giving a /24 also not a problem, but we will be unnecessarily using the complete subnet and wasting the IPs. Here in the scenario, we need for connecting WAN, two IPs is only required. We don't require multiple IPs to avoid a wastages of IPs in live scenario. Okay, we cannot use all the IPs to waste it simply. Right. So we will be using subnetting, whatever required, exactly that number only we'll be using it. Now we have configured the IPs. It's showing as a protocol down. Why? Because opposite side is still we have not made up. Once we made up, it will show the protocol also down. Let us correct it here in diagram also. /30. Now let us configure a Mumbai router. Config T, host name Mumbai. See, the host name is for our understanding for the devices or naming. Interface GI 0/0/0, which is the interface connected towards the Delhi WAN interface. 100.100.100.1. The subnet mask of 30 is a 255.255.255.252. Now we have configured unshut it. Let us ping from Mumbai to Delhi. It's pinging. The first dot is because of it's learning off. Once it's learned OR, we will start pinging continuously. Now let us configure a Mumbai to Chennai WAN interface GA 0/0/1. IP address 200.200.200.1/30, which is a 255.255.255.252. Now we have configured the WAN interface of the Mumbai to the Chennai as well. Now let us do the configuration in the Chennai router. Config T, host name Chennai, interface GI 0/0/0, which is the WAN interface between Chennai and Mumbai. IP address 200.200.200.2. Subnet mask is /30 255.250.252. Here I am diagram I mentioned as a /24. Okay, ignore it. Okay, it should be /30. Interface GA 0/0/1. No shut. We given that is a LAN interface. No shut. We have made admin up. Now let us configure a sub interface to configure a router on stick. GA interface GA 0/0/1/30. IP address 30.30.1 255.255.250. 40. And then for that encapsulation, we are going to enable VLAN 40, encapsulation dot 1Q 40, which means it will understand the information from VLAN 40. IP address of 40 is in IP address gateway 40.40.40.1. Subnet mask is /24 255.255.255.0. Now we have configured Chennai router. Let us ping from Chennai to Mumbai. It's pinging the first dot because of OR. Now we have enabled all the routers. Let us configure the Chennai LAN as well. Chennai LAN router, which we need to configure now. Go to the switch. Now in here we need to enable 4 port as access port, 1 port as a trunk port. Interface FE. First let us create a VLAN 30 and 40. See, name is as our wish. Okay, whatever name you want to create for that VLAN. It's for our understanding. We are segregating a logical LAN. I mean virtual LAN. Now we have created a 2 VLAN in the switch. Now we are enabling the port 2 and 3 as a VLAN 30. Now VLAN port number 4 and 5 we are enabling as a VLAN 40 by giving a command switch port access VLAN, the respective VLAN number. Now we have configured all the ports access. Let us configure the trunk port which is connected to the router. FA0/1 switch port mode trunk. Now in device level all the basic configuration has been done. Now let us assign IPs to the PC. Host assigning the IPs. Let us configure the host name here. I forgot to configure it. Chennai LAN. Right mem to save a configuration. We have saved the configuration. Let us assign IPs to the PC. Respective VLAN IPs. 30.30.30.2. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Gateway is 30.30.30.1. After configuring, let us ping a gateway, which is a logical interface, sub-interface of the router, to ensure the PCs are having connectivity till gateway. Let us assign a VLAN 32nd PC. 30.30.30.1 gateway. Ping 30.30.30.1. Yes, it's pinging. Now let us assign a IP for 40 VLAN PCs. Ping 40.40.40.1. Gateway is pinging. .40.40.40.3. Let us assign a subnet mask. Ping 40.40.40.1. Let us ping a gateway. Now Chennai site, all 4 PCs are able to ping their gateway. Everything is set. Now let us configure PC configuration in Delhi side as well. Now we are assigning the static IP. Okay, in future we'll see the how to get enable the DHCP as well. Yeah, 20.20.1 also pinging. Let's configure the remaining 3 PCs. Twenty dot 20.20.2. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. 20.20.20.1. Let us ping the gateway. Yeah, it's pinging. Now configure the PC of VLAN 10. Ten dot 10.10.1. Yes, it's working. Ten dot 10.10.2. 255.255.255.0. 10.10.10.1. Let us ping a gateway. Yes, now all basic configuration we have set. After that, we are going to enable dynamic routing protocol. Now basic configuration has been set. Now from Delhi to Mumbai, we enable the WAN 100.100.2, 100.100.1. Mumbai to Chennai 200.200.1, 200.200.2. Now here we have enabled the LAN. The LAN is able to ping gateways. This LAN also able to ping gateways. Now we have to, by using the dynamic routing protocol, we have to make ping from here to here, vice versa here to here. Let us do the now RIP enablement in all the routers, and we'll make work from here to here, here to here communication. Let me go to the router 1. Let me do the basic configuration of RIP, routing information protocol. We are going to enable version 1. Version 1 is a classful routing protocol. What is a classful routing protocol? That we'll discuss it. Config T, router, RIP, RIP. Instead of enabling static route, we are going to enable routing protocol. Network 100.100.0. If I give 100.100.0 also, it will take this, but in configuration it will save as a 100.0.0.0. Actually is a class A address. It will save as a /8. Class A we know already by default subnet value is CADR. Class subnet mask is /28. That will only get saved. Now let us do configuration Mumbai router as well. Router rip command is router rip. After that we have to analyze that network 100.100.100.0. show IP protocol. If you give that command, it will show us which routing protocol is enabled. Show IP protocols. Yes, see here it's a RIP is enabled, but it's showing as a 100.0.0.0. Why? Because it's a classful routing protocol. If we give subnetting also, it will not take. It will take as a classful address only. Classful address is 100.0.0./8, since it is a class A address. Now let us give here 200.200.0. which actually are not supposed to give it Delhi. Delhi, the 200.200 network itself not required at all. Let us give simply. It will show as a here 200.200.200.0. 200 is a class C address. It will by default it will take as a /24. If I given a subnet mask as a /30 also, by default it will take as a /24 for class C. Class B means it will take as a /16. Means 255.250.0.0. That mask it will take by default version 1. It is a classful routing protocol. Classful means if you are doing a subnetting also, it will not consider as a subnetting. It will take as a default value. Default value /8 for class A, class B /16 for class C /24. Now I have configured by mistakenly 200 in Delhi. It's not at all required. The network which is nowhere related to the Delhi. Let us configure in Chennai. Router RIP network 200.200.200.0 is configured. Now let us configure other show IP route. Okay, now we are no thing is following on the RIP routing protocol here. Show run only I have enabled the 200. Now we need to configure the RIP in all the three routers, then only it will work properly. Now let us advertise that VLAN 30 subnet and VLAN 40 subnet in Chennai. Once we advertise, it will be populating that information to neighbor routers. Neighbor router means Chennai will populate to the Mumbai, Mumbai will populate to Delhi. Now I'm adding this route here, network. Under the router RIP, I'm adding the command network 30.30.0, 40.40.0. If you, I am added 30.30.0, but it will show as a 30.0.0.0. Since it's a classful routing protocol, it will take a default value. So it has configured now. In Chennai, we have completed our configuration. Let us go into the Mumbai. Here in Mumbai, we have advertised only 100 network. Let us enable 200 as well. Then only communication between Mumbai and Chennai will get started. Before that show IP route, you see Mumbai and Chennai still we are not enabled the RIP completely. So it is not showing me 40 and 30. Let us enable 200 also into the RIP. Then it will display as a 30 and 40 route. Config T router RIP network 200. Earlier I added only Delhi part. Now I'm adding Mumbai to Chennai part also in Mumbai. 200.200.200.0. Now I have added. Show IP route if you give means it will reflect as Chennai routes here in Mumbai. Now same routes will be get reflected in Delhi as well. Mumbai will pass the information to the Delhi. See here R. R means which means RIP. It is learning information via RIP. Now we have received that. Now let us advertise our Chennai subnet to Mumbai. Chennai subnet 10 and 20 I have not added in the network. If I added, those information will be receiving to the Chennai. Still I have not added. Let us add here. Only 100 and 200 is added. 100 only is enough. 200 is not required at all. Simply I have given that. Config T router RIP network 10.10.10.0. If I give 10.10.0 also, it will take as a 10.0.0.0 only. 20 network 20 also given. Now we have given it everything. Let me show you 10, 20, 100, which is required under the router RIP of Delhi. Router RIP 200 is not required. Now let us go to the Chennai. We will receive this 10 dot router. Earlier we are not receiving it. Now let's see here. I am receiving the 10 router over the RIP. Now let's start testing from Chennai to Delhi. Ping 10.10.10.2. Yes, it's pinging. Now we have established the communication between Chennai and Delhi. Now let us ping Delhi VLAN 20. as well. Yes, pinging. Now the ping from here as well. Let us verify IP. Yeah, we are in 10 VLAN. Ping 30.30.30.2. Yes, pinging. 3. Yes, pinging. Let us ping 40 as well. Yes, pinging. Yes, pinging. Now we have established the communication completely between Chennai and Delhi, Delhi vice versa. Now this is the essential required configuration which we need to do it under the router RIP, the network we need to do this. See, once we have set up a router RIP between all the routers, whenever we are adding a new subnet, new VLANs, only you have to add in the particular location router. If you have under router 100 routers between like this, okay, you have keep on adding the LANs, then you no need to add manually static routes and all. If you're adding network in the particular location, it will be automatically get advertised. That is the value added for this dynamic routing protocol. If your static route, see, for 4 routes, 3 routes, 6 routes, we can add manually. If hundreds of routes coming to the picture, we cannot add all the places the static route. That will not be effective manner. So whenever the dynamic routing protocol we are using it, that particular location in that routing protocol, if you're adding that subnet, it will be populated to all the location via that particular routing protocol. The commands which I have mentioned here, these are the commands which require to enable a router RIP. Means I mean to say RIP routing protocol enable command. These are the commands for these 3 routers. Please ignore this 200.200.0 which is not required at all for the Delhi location. Okay, only this 10, 20, 100. 10, 20 is our LAN port, 100 is a WAN port. Here in Mumbai, 100 is a Delhi WAN port, 200 is a Chennai WAN port. In this configuration, 30 and 40 is a Chennai LAN port, 200 is Chennai to Mumbai WAN port. If you enable this, okay, if you are adding 10 VLANs here additional, only we added here means it will be populated to this router to here. You no need to do any manual static routing from between here and there, that vice versa and all. It's not at all required. You have to do only add here. If you're adding 10 more subnets here, only you have to add those 10 more subnets under here. You as a lab homework, please enable multiple VLANs here and add the network here. You don't need to do any static routing at all. Here, no work at all. Once you enable between connectivity between Chennai to Mumbai, Mumbai to Delhi, you can only you should add it only in LAN network. The router RIP we need to add it. It will be populate those route to the respective RIP neighbors. Hope this video makes you clear about the RIP routing information protocol. If you have any doubts, please drop your comments. It will be addressed in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching Net Talks Tamil. Please like it, share it, subscribe it. If you have any doubts, please drop your doubts in the comment box. It will be addressed in upcoming videos.